What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we break down all things home buying, especially for our veterans and military families. Today we're diving into something super important, but a little tricky. So of course, let's make it easy to understand. We're talking about the VA Tidewater process in ROV, or Reconsideration of Value. Trust me, this could be a real lifesaver when your home appraisal comes back lower than expected. We'll explore its history, how it works, and why it's a game changer in the VA home loan process. So let's get started. Picture this. You found your dream home, you've made an offer, and it's been accepted. Everything's smooth sailing until... Hastings! Broken arrow! Broken arrow! Your appraiser comes back and says the house isn't worth as much as you're paying. Ugh, your stomach sinks, right? Well, this is where the VA Tidewater and ROV process come in to potentially save the day. I get this question a lot. Why is it called Tidewater? Well, fun fact, the VA Tidewater Initiative gets its name from the Tidewater region of Virginia. This is where the policy was initially piloted. This region has huge historical significance to the U.S. military because of its proximity to several military bases, most notably Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval base in the entire world. Okay, so why is this even a thing? The initiative was designed for veterans to improve fairness and transparency in the appraisal process while keeping it within the VA guidelines. So, normally, with any other loan product, if an appraisal comes in low, the deal can be very much at risk. But with the VA loan, there's a special process called Tidewater that gives you a second chance and even a third chance to make it right. So here's how the Tidewater process works in a VA loan. The appraiser doesn't just hand over the low appraisal and say, good luck. Instead, they issue a Tidewater notification. It's basically a heads up that the value is likely going to come in low. But instead of finalizing it, they pause the process and notify the lender. The lender will then reach out to everyone involved. At this point, the clock starts ticking. You, your agent, and the seller's agent now have 48 hours to provide additional info, like comparable sales or other data, to help justify the higher price. It's like a little real estate research sprint. Now, I know 48 hours sounds tight, like super tight, but this is your chance to make your case. If you have solid data, you could potentially bump that appraisal up and avoid a lot of headaches. You're looking for recent home sales, maybe in the same neighborhood, that show the price you're paying is fair. The appraiser will take a second look at all this info before finalizing the report. It's basically your chance to argue, hey, this home is worth what we're paying. Without this process, that low appraisal could stick, and you'll have to renegotiate or bring extra cash to the table. But wait, what if the Tidewater process doesn't work? What if you're still not happy with the appraisal? Don't throw in the towel just yet. You've got one more trick up your sleeve, the ROV, or Reconsideration of Value. The ROV process lets you or your lender skip over the appraiser and formally request that the VA review the appraisal. You could submit even more data than during the Tidewater. Maybe you found more recent comparable sales or additional factors that the appraiser may have missed. This is the second chance after Tidewater if you believe the appraisal is still off. Think of it as leveling up the process. Now, why is this process so great? First, it's unique to VA loans. Other types of loans don't have this kind of built-in second and third chance, which is why VA loans are such an incredible benefit for our veterans. Second, it keeps the process fair. Instead of getting blindsided by a low appraisal and having no recourse, you get a fair shot to present your case. So what happens after you submit all of your data? The appraiser, and if needed, the VA reviews everything and either adjusts the value or sticks with their original opinion. If they still think the home's worth less, don't panic. The deal's not over yet. You could still try and negotiate with the seller to lower the price, or in some cases, you can just reduce your down payment, or you'll have to bring in a little extra cash to cover the difference, but you've still got options. But the key takeaway is that Tidewater and Reconsideration of Value both give you a fighting chance before things get too far off track. All right, here are a few quick pro tips for the Tidewater and Reconsideration of Value process. Number 1, be prepared. Get your agent to have a list of recent comparable sales ready just in case. Number 2, act fast. You only have 48 hours, so make sure you're on top of it. And lastly, number 3, if we can't get a value adjustment, don't be afraid to negotiate with the seller if the appraisal still comes in low. Bottom line, the Tidewater Initiative and Reconsideration of Value process are just one more reason why the VA loan is such a powerful tool for military families. It gives you the second chance to get the home you want, even if the initial appraisal isn't what you expected. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to share with anyone you know who's using a VA loan. And as always, drop any questions or comments below. I'm always here to help. See you on the next video.